Hey there, all you Extra Life gamers, what is going on? Vinny here, back with some more Minecraft today. We're going to be giving you an update on our PvP map that we're making. And, by the way, before we get into anything, I started a Planet Minecraft project for this, uploaded some screenshots and everything. You can check that out, the link is in the description. Please, if you have an account on there, give it some diamonds, give it some support. And it really helps a lot, really. It's all I can say, because it does, anyway. So let's get into this right here. You may not recognize this room here, and that's because it is the main spawn, if you can recognize that over here when you push this button. Piston, wait, whoa, a little bit of lag there. Anyway, piston moves out. I believe we showed in the last video. If we haven't, sorry about that, because I don't have the time to explain this. This is going to be a long video. So anyway, we redesigned it. I think it looks a little bit better. Full disclosure, I am not a professional builder, obviously, but I want it to look a little nice, and I think this is a big improvement from the purple roof crap that was originally here. No offense, Level. He's not here with us today, by the way. Anyway, I don't know if we're gonna remove this here, but Level wanted to make a TARDIS, and that was what he could get done. Anyway, so let's go through it normally. I'll do a random team select. And, let's teleport. So this hasn't changed, except for, actually, yeah, I'll show you. For some reason, paintings are glitched, because now, if I remove this here, well, okay, there we go. First try, a 1x2 painting. For some reason, no matter how much I try it on this wall, we were trying, like, just everywhere on the wall, we could not get a 2x1 painting on this wall. We don't know why. It must be a glitch, but anyway, we changed how, the mechanism here works. If you could hear, there were pistons there. So I think it looks a little bit nicer, and it helps, and the painting is to cover up the piston. Anyway, we think it looks a little bit nicer, and also, it helps prevent multiple people from going in the door at once, since we can place this pressure plate here, and it'll close up right away as soon as you pressure on as soon as you step on the pressure plate. Anyway, what was redesigned was this here. I don't know if you saw it yet. The signs aren't there. I had to remove them because I had to replace the wall. Again, doesn't look amazing, but I think it is a big improvement compared to what it looked like before. And everything looks the same. The scorpion cells are still the scorpion cells, and the red... Whoops, that is not the red side. Okay. So we got the roof here, floor lighting. I really don't like how the roof is, but so we might change that. And there we go. That's the red one. And we're probably going to add some teleporters right here to bring you down to the further classes over there, just to make it a little bit, I don't know why skins aren't working, just to make it a little bit quicker to get into the game. Now, what you haven't seen, which you're about to see, well, needless to say, we did a lot since last time we made a video updating this. Just to show you. Might not know what this is. Well, this here is the red spawn room. And we have here a resupply locker. We got in here just some instant health 2 potions. Got some tables and stuff. Well, this is the design. You can see it for yourself. Some chandeliers. And, well, let's see a piston door. And, well, now let's go out. By the way, I went scout, so we got speed 2. Got this and this stuff. Anyway. Well, let's go into the map. And this is it, guys. This is... Whoop, don't worry about that. So this is our map. It is a desert-themed map, and we worked pretty hard on it. It is actually quite big. It is 6 points. Not... I'll get into everything in a little bit, but It is 6 points, not 5, just because of the way everything worked out. Unfortunately, that's what we had to do. That's probably the biggest thing that deviates from Team Fortress 2 that we could have done something about. Obviously, because there's no guns in this game. So there we go. You could see the control points here. They have been redesigned, but the skeleton of it has stayed the same. The lights are still the same. You don't know what this light is, and I'll get into that, but you might be wondering what the letters are on the side. That stands for Mid, Tavern, and Last. And this here is the tavern. And if we go in here, this tavern, I mean that's supposed to be like liquor shelves or whatever. And then I'm not gonna show you what's in there. Actually, well, there's really nothing in there, honestly. But just to make it look like there's something behind here, we actually needed the space back there, and you'll see why soon, and you'll figure out what this is here. So over here we got a little lava waterfall. Why? Just to make some obstacles. Most of this was done in MC Edit. The hills we just used like the sand brush and then broke it all and let it fall, and then that was it. This is the scoreboard. I mean, not scoreboard, I'm sorry. Progress board. If you know how Team Fortress 2 works, you should know how that works. Not gonna get into it because there's still a lot of stuff we gotta get into. This is like kind of like an oasis. Not really sure what this is, but it's a little bit of a water fountain in a desert with I don't know. I like how it came out. I like how the outside works. And for those of you, wait, what? I have no idea. Something is requesting my permission to run. I don't know what, so I'm going to deny that. Don't worry about that right now. Anyway, yeah, I've no. Okay, that's bothering me. I'll cut the video. Oh, okay, guys. It was just the Java updater wanting to update. I don't know what it said, like JU checker, but JU check, and I got kind of scared. There was like some weird virus or something. Anyway. So we got this here. We got more of these pressure plate things. I'll get into what that is. Well, okay, I'll just tell you. I don't know what this is here, but it's there. They're health packs, and this is to extinguish yourself if you happen to go on fire. But I'll get into how those work a little bit later. Now, anyways, as I was saying, for those of you saying that it doesn't look that well done design-wise, the only thing I can really say is I would agree with you if it wasn't a desert. You know, like, there's really not much we can do to make it look like a desert besides what we've done and the buildings that I have added. Anyway, this here are some bridges to go across this top. You can get on top of most of these hills, and one of the classes, I'm not gonna say what, but would be able to get up here somehow. I'm not gonna get into that, but you'll figure it out when the class is done. By the way, the classes aren't finalized yet. There's a bunch of stuff that we want added in the game, we're just gonna have to hope gets added in the game before we can do anything. First of all, we want to be able to /give potions. I think that's just obvious by now. Why can't we do that? Or at least just, or maybe like give it from a dispenser, but not have it splash. I don't know, but something like that. And what we really need is a game rule that makes it so that when you die, you don't drop your items, but you still lose them all. Because keep inventory. When you die, you keep your items don't drop all over the floor, but you keep them. We don't want you to keep them. And I can get into all of this stuff and why we would want that, but that's for another video, honestly. So yeah, this is a bridge here. There's a cactus pit here. Because as you probably aren't dead, the cactus is for convenience. Alternatively, /kill is a thing. So let's fly out of here. And we got here, this is a watchtower, sniper tower, because obviously we all know that sniper is going to be a class in the game with a bow and arrow. So we've got like a sniper tower, watchtower kind of thing. Go up. It is one way, as you could see, but to get off, there's this little platform over here. You could, I don't know if you can jump over here, but you definitely take some damage. Anyway, it's still a thing. If you wanted to get someone over here, whoops. If you want to get like a sniper up here, scouting out what's going on, shooting some arrows at people to get down. Boom, 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 blah, blah. Something like that. And, over here, I don't really know, well, more bridges anyway, and I don't really know what I was doing with this, but, so we got that there, but you could just do that. Oh, whoops, that actually triggered it, but you see what I'm doing. You can just jump over it, and then if you're going this way, you could do that. So I don't know, if you could perhaps, like, lure someone in here, and as they're coming behind you, you trigger it, and let them fall to their doom. It is, lava and a cactus, because if a pyro falls down there, the pyro would have fire resistance, so obviously the fire wouldn't hurt it. So yeah, these are the points, and then over here we just MC edit, flipped it around. The blue spawn looks exactly the same. Actually, while I'm here, we're probably gonna get a map of it and put it in an item frame in the spawn. Oh, something I forgot to mention. Right. No, this is the red spawn. Never mind. I'll fix it later. Yeah, something I forgot to mention. If you have played Team Fortress 2, you should know that once you've capped more points of the enemy team, you get rewarded by having your spawn change. And the next spawn for the red team is right here. Now you can see it's locked. And that is the room in there. I'll just show it to you real quick. So this is the room. Now you can see this isn't opening the door, and then that will teleport you back to spawn. If you're in here and everything's locked, that's there for you to go back to spawn. This will only unlock if if red caps blue's tavern, which is over there, and this one is for blue. This will only be unlocked if blue has red's tavern, which is over there, and that will open up. This will open it while it's unlocked. That will also open it in there, that pressure plate, and there will be a piston door inside the spawn room that will teleport you into there. I'm not going to go through it to get to it. Anyway, so that is the design of the map. We might add some of the stuff, but for now it's staying. Now, well, let's go to a control point, specifically this one over here, and I am going to show you, actually, while we're here, just to help the FPS and stuff. Anyway, I don't think that helped at all. Anyway, so the control point itself hasn't changed, although actually, again, much like Team Fortress 2, the later points cap faster, and that was simply just by changing the repeaters changing the delay on the timers. As you can see, it's shorter as opposed to all the way up. So this hasn't changed aside from some things that we added, which would end up breaking the map if it didn't work. By the way, look at this mess. This complete mess here. I wish it could be a little bit more, a little bit easier to, a little bit neater. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. But unfortunately, it can't be. Anyway, this here is a lock, and this lock will prevent this point from being capped. And because if you know, only 2 points are available at a time, and every other one is locked. And this will lock the point, and you can go up here, to lock it, a signal will come in here, and will go in here. It will push a sorry about the, because we had MC edited this in, and then there's a bunch of sandstone in the way. Sorry you can't really see it, but there is a piston over there behind this sandstone that will push a block in front of that repeater that'll let a signal pass when it's unlocked. And that was what, right, because right now it is locked, and that will push this piston back, push that piston back, and will push this piston forward, blocking the signal from going through the timer. Because I would actually know how this entire system works, but I do know that that is how it gets locked. And then there is a signal up here. goes up and up and up and up. That will go in here into this indicator light. If this light is off, it means the point is locked, and so if that's on, don't even bother trying to cap it because it won't work. And then this line here is the secondary lock that will disable the AND gate from sending its signal into the RS NOR latch. It will turn this turn this torch off, which will disable this torch from ever turning on, I believe. Something like that. Level helped me with that one. And then same for that one. And then there is something else on the locks. Right, well, because there was a problem that occurred when 2 points got capped at the same time, and to fix it, it sends a pulse. When 1 point is capped, it sends a pulse into the reset line, which is, it depends on which side you're going for which is the reset. But this is the reset. No, where's the reset? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Right? Yes, this is the reset line for this point, because that'll trigger the RS NOR latch. I'll get into the reset in a bit. Is this? Okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry, I can't talk today. So, with the way that the locks work, I'm really not going to get into it. When we release the map up, when we put the map up for download, you can look at it yourself, and yeah, I'm just not going to get into it. But yeah, what I am going to say is that when 1 point gets capped, it sends a pulse into the previous point to make that cap, in case they get capped at the same time. So basically, since I can't really explain myself, I'll just put it this way. Both mids can't be capped at the same time. They will simply reset themselves. So if you see someone capping this one and you're on blue team, don't even worry about it. Just go over here and start attacking them. Don't try to cap it. Don't bother, because you're just wasting your time. And if someone tries to cap this and this at the same time, it will take priority over, I believe, this one. It takes priority over one of them. I'm not sure. I think it takes priority over this one. But either way, it kind of wouldn't matter, because this one caps faster anyway. So, and the last, I believe, takes priority over this, in the way for the other side. And so how it all works is, once blue captured, like, just pretend blue wins. So once blue has all the points captured, a signal is sent to this giant AND gate, which is over here, and it actually just gets inverted. This is the first AND gate, and then the signals are inverted over here for the other AND gate, and whichever one turns off is the one that wins. Let me remove these buttons here. And I'll say blue team wins, blue team wins, blue team wins, blue team wins. Or the other one would say red team wins, red team wins, and exclamation point, because that always bothered me for some reason. Red team wins and red team wins. And then it will send a signal. Here, this is the reset line. This goes to all of the points reset lines. They all have one. And this will say, it will just give some messages. This one says resetting the map, which it is doing. This one will say teleporting all players, and then it will set your spawn point back to the main spawn, which is why I started the video, and then it will teleport you there. For some reason, I don't know why, if anyone's good at Redstone and could say why this is happening, occasionally, depending on when a team wins, this just won't get triggered. This entire line just won't get triggered, and I have no idea why. I even changed where the line was coming from. Like, at first it was coming off of this block here, and yet it still wouldn't trigger. Actually, that might be a good idea. I think I'll just make that trigger twice, so hopefully at least one of them will get triggered, and that'll work. So yeah, the AND gate will make whichever point, whichever team has all the points win. And now for the scoreboards, progress boards, It's just, again, a line up from the AND gate, from the signals from the AND gate, just going up into this system here. You can pretty much see what it does. It just sends a signal into display and then inverts this one up here. And then this will send a signal to all the other ones. And now something else I want to show you. Well, actually first, this here is the locking mechanism for the red team's, for the mid spawn is that's what I'm calling it. You can see the cloth here. I don't actually know completely how this works. Level did this one. But needless to say, it locks the door when it's done. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you how the health packs work. And this is actually kind of cool. Because if you're aware in Team Fortress 2, when you pick up a health pack, you can't pick up a health pack again for some time. Now, if there's one thing I disagree with, it's the timer on the health pack. Now, this is the mechanism here, and it's just copy and pasted all throughout the map, but here, it's not as messy, so you can see what's going on. Let's go around real quick. And which one is this? I think is probably this one over here. So actually, let's go into survival real quick. Survival. Let's hurt myself for a bit. And now, I know I'm gonna be regenning, but just take my word for it. When we stop on this, we get splashed. But we can't step on it again. So how does that work? I shall show you. Oops. How can we get down here? Let's just go this way. Okay. So the pressure plate sends a signal into here, and there we go. Now it just reset itself. And this will go into here. This will send a signal through here as long as this block is here. Up here. Okay, this was not the one that I was talking about. Anyway, but I'll guide you through it. It's all good. It's all good. This will go through here, up here, and into the dispenser. I'm not going to show it. Well, there it is. It wraps around and goes in. And we got some splash potions. Again, big thanks to Seth Bling and his Fill Dispensers MC Edit filter. That is useful stuff. Anyway. So it goes into there. Also, this goes into here, and it's timed perfectly so that a pulse can get through here before the signal goes in here, triggers an RS NOR latch, which will turn this piston off, disabling a signal from getting through here so the pressure plate can't be spammed. And what this also does, when the light turns on, is it sends a signal all the way through here, big delay, and it goes all the way back into here and resets the RS NOR latch, which will turn this piston on again and let a signal through once more. So that's that with the health packs. Now, something I want to show you guys that is actually kind of interesting is that, yeah, let's get to the top first, gosh. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. There's still something in MC Edit that I have to fill in the edges around here with some sand just to make the outsides look a little bit nicer. Anyway, so something I've run into, a big problem. You might notice, I don't know if, yeah, you might notice with this progress board here that it's broken. And why is this? Well, that is because we made this map way too large. You can tell that the entire map isn't even loaded with chunks. Now, why? Just because that's the way the map ended up being made. We didn't know about this problem, and because of that, we're probably not going to be making the same mistake again. Now, you'll see here that, let's see where the error is. Yeah, look at this right here. Now, if you know anything about Minecraft, you should know that this should not be happening. And you're right. So we can update it right here. Now, if you couldn't tell, this is a big, giant problem. It breaks our entire map. Because some signals that have to go really far would end up getting messed up. Especially, most notably, when red captures blue last because of where we put the AND gate. That won't go all the way over here unless someone else has the chunk loaded. So hopefully, we won't run into this problem when multiple people are scattered across the map. But it's still something we looked into anyway. So a giant problem is that it breaks our entire map because we didn't know that, and we made the map really big because we thought this was kind of like mid-sized, but no, it was way too big. So what we have here is just a demonstration of block update errors and how they work, and I'll get into this mechanism after. So let's turn this torch off, and now if we follow this line here, you will see that since these chunks weren't loaded, there is a block update error right here. Now, of course, that is a problem. So, what are we going to do about this? Well, thankfully, I made a solution, and that is that mechanism over there. Now, it's not compact at all, and there's probably even a better way to do it, but it works. And it generally fixes our problem. So let's just go back over here. When this does work, there will be an AND gate over there. I mean, it's AND gate. There's a command block over there that will trigger and say blah. And let's see where the error is. Yep, right there. Now, something that's kind of interesting is that it always happens at repeaters. Now, all I can assume because of that is that if redstone were infinite, this wouldn't be a problem. Something to consider. I don't know what the programming problems are that would prevent redstone from being infinite, but just something to consider. Anyway, so we have this line here. You may be wondering what this line is. This comes from a clock. Now, what we have here is... okay. Well, I call this a block updater, or redstone updater, really. Because you've seen bud switches, block update detector switches, but never a block updater. Well, at least I haven't. And what we have here is an RS NOR latch connected to a piston and a monostable circuit, which will send a pulse into the clock once this piston is extended, and will send the clock around and around and will pulse. And that and a pulse next to or above a block, will update the block. And I have it above over there because I was just testing it. And now, why is this so complicated? Just because with the way that the clock would turn on, I have it set up so that when someone stands on either of the midpoints, it will turn on the clock. Oh, sorry, there's this button. And we have it so that you can't press the button again and make the clock screw up, or like just get longer enough to where it's just a complete on signal. That's what the monostable circuit is for as well. And that's why there's an RS NOR latch that you can turn it off. All it does is just retract the piston, and then because of that, the clock will stop. And that is, and this line goes off of the repeater. Wait, repeater? No, the reset line, which I showed you before. And so let's turn it on. Now it doesn't work yet, but as we load into the chunk where the block update error is, which is right as we get to there, right here. you will see it says blah, because our updater was successful. Now, hopefully the clock is slow enough to where it won't lag a server too badly, which is why I want to be scarce with, wait, which one turns it off? Okay, there we go. Which is why I want to be scarce with how many I use. And we didn't install them up here yet, but here is up here with these progress boards is a big problem with block update errors, because of where the lines come from. They can't all get to where they need to be on occasions. So if we go down here, I'll just show you real quick. It's in between these midpoints, just making an even bigger mess. If you want a mess of redstone, I think this is it. This is the clock here. I made it a little bit smaller. No, I didn't. I thought I made it smaller. Oh, right, because I wanted to make the clock shorter. Yeah, when someone steps on the mid, because I didn't do that yet this video, it will turn on the clock, and it will do everything, do its thing, and then this is the output line, and this from here will go into, it will run next to or above every line that will need updating. This one goes to the piston and red spawn. You can see it runs here. This is the line that would turn it on. And then up here, because it only has to be next to the repeaters, because there's no more repeaters at this point. So, what I'm going to show you, because that's pretty much everything, and this has been a really long video anyway, so I'm probably going to have to split it up or something. Now what I'm going to show you guys is just a full game, I guess. I'll do it in creative or something. Okay, I'll play for the red team. Now there is a handy-dandy back to team select, class select area. Boom, now we're here. So let's clear inventory. Let's switch over to adventure mode, and let's do this. Let's go scout just for the sake of speed. We're not too sure how we're gonna get colored caps in, because we're just gonna do the cap, not the rest of the body. It doesn't really matter. We're thinking of having a dispenser, maybe. Well, Level has an idea. He never told me what it is yet, but hopefully he'll tell us, and will tell me, and then I will relay that information to you. Anyway, so let's go out. So you can see this point's locked, which it should be. Port go over here. Boom. Now our tavern is also locked. You'd see from the indicator light. And now that one is unlocked. That's the one we want to cap. And then that one is also unlocked. But that is the one we want to defend. And now we go up here. We can start capping the point. Same just as usual. And boom. Red has captured blue mid. You can see the message. Now let's go over and capture the tavern. And cycle along. And I'm not sure if that's gonna Yep, there it goes. It takes a really long time to update, but it does indeed update. And oh no! Oh, we fell in the lava. Oh, what could we ever do? Well, we're right. Okay, I know I'm in here. If you remember, once you use that thing over there, we showed you that in the last video, that would set your spawn. Unfortunately, I had taken the blue last time, and it teleports me over to that one. But don't worry, that's not a bug. That was just a mistake on my part. Let's go back. Forget that happened. Now we'll get teleported again. Now again, because we want your inventory to get cleared so that you can get a new set of stuff. Anyway, now this is opened up over here. You didn't see this yet. Now we can teleport over here, and now it's unlocked. And now we can go over and win the game. So let's go do that. And I don't know if the scoreboards, if the progress boards are gonna update for this, but hopefully they will. I am gonna have to walk over here, but hopefully during an actual game, there's gonna be someone there already, maybe coming from somewhere, just to do something. But on the case it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter, because as long as you walk over there, it will work. Again, because we made the map too large, but our updater should work if we start walking over here. And yep, there we go. And there we go. Resetting the map. And, oh, there we go. Okay, now it triggered. I was getting scared there. I thought it wasn't going to trigger. I was about to get really mad, especially since this is for the video. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for now. There's really not much to update after this. I'm going to make like a cinematic trailer for the map once we are done. We don't have a name for it yet. If you have a suggestion, leave a comment leave a comment below. But yeah, that's about it. So please, guys, go to the Planet Minecraft project, at least just to give it a view or something. I think that helps get it out there. Or maybe send it to your friends, I don't know, something like that. You could share it on Facebook and stuff. Or Twitter, Google+, whatever. Or give it some diamonds if you have an account there. But yeah, so that's going to be the end. That is going to be the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like or a favorite if you did. I'd really appreciate it. It helps a lot. Also, you can join our Steam group. The link is in the description. But until next time, wow, this has been a long video. Goodbye.